So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jerome Boateng. He certainly got all the physical qualities you'd look for in a centre-back, Peter. But his technique and positioning are so good that he rarely needs to use them. He can play a mean long ball too, and his teammates, I think they'll be looking to him to turn defence into counter-attack and do it repeatedly.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Up to meet it! Can he shoot? Just off target. Massive leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Gnabry. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Bentancur. Muller. Danilo. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Dybala. Keeps it! Coutinho goes looking. Alaba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bentancur. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Muller tries to get it forward quickly. Gnabry. Muller, and here's Muller. Muller! Quadrado plays it forward. Now it's Dybala. Thiago. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again.
Juventus can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
And Dybala! He's delivered all right!
Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It augurs well. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Juventus take the lead, 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And it's Matuidi. Ronaldo, who does have an assist to his name. Dybala! Oh, that's a fine save!
Paulo Dybala really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Muller. Bentancur gets it back. Alexandro. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Forward it goes. 75 minutes played. Juventus have made a great start to the second half, and the score is 1-0. Thiago. Now it's Philippe Coutinho. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. Ramsey is there, and he can get that clear.
Bayern Munich are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Alexandro drives it forward. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Juventus can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione del sistema di telecamere.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. Little question that this is one of the most striking structures in all of sport, the Allianz Arena. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Bentancur. Ramsey. And here's Cuadrado. Cuadrado crosses.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Danilo. Cuadrado plotting from out on the right-hand side. He's got the ball glued to his feet. And it's Cuadrado. Bentancur. Now it's Martial. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Has a hit! And he just whacks it away. Dybala. Dybala tries leading the charge, but he's having to go it alone. Oh, that's a real stopper. He's put an end to the threat. Dybala tore at them and just came up short.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was facing. It wasn't.
Martial gets into a dangerous position. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's on his way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Danger averted for now. Chiellini does well to read it and intercepts. Cuadrado. And here's Dybala. Room for a shot. Has a pop! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Juventus failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. And we are up to the break.
Juventus ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Juventus can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Bentancur. And here's Matuidi. Good challenge, he just stood firm. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Martial. The referee's awarded a free kick. Wan-Bissaka. And here's Rashford. Bruno Fernandes! Oh my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
Fred. Maguire. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Bentancur. And it's Cuadrado. They get a throw in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Martial. Rashford. He gets past. It's Rashford! Oh, and that should have been two.
Rashford really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Bruno Fernandes goes looking. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, maybe a touch of cramp, Peter. Hopefully nothing more. Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Bentancur. Juventus don't have many. Has a hit! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Paulo Dybala sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
They've played it short. Has a pop! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Look, I think a draw might have...
So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward. Bruno Fernandes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Looking to break out here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Matic.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cuadrado. Oh, surely! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hoists it forward. No, ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cuadrado. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ramsey. Now it's Cuadrado. And he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Shaw. That'll be a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. Matuidi gets it back. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defence. And there's the end of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Wan-Bissaka finds himself eased off the ball. He's not going to get that. So here comes a substitution. It's going to be another throw. Shaw. There are a few waiting for it. That's great strength on the ball. Ramsey with a fine tackle. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Matic. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Rugani positions himself well and cuts it out. McTominay. Matuidi.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
And help's available out wide. Rashford. Nicely controlled. Rashford. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but... And time is up. Well, a frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bruno Fernandes, offside. Rugani. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Ramsey. Cuadrado. Danilo. Heave to the back post.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Alexandro. Ramsey. Now can he... Has a hit! And the ball's come out! Bentancur plays it short, plays it back. Chance! It's a goal kick.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Has he found his man? Matic positions himself well and cuts it out. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dybala. Shaw. Maguire. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Wan-Bissaka, and it's played forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he's not going to get that. Forward it goes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets away from his opponent. Wan-Bissaka. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through. but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
The foundation for them to go on and win.
Juventus head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Juventus can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
One bit. Fred goes looking.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That'll be a throw. Rugani. Martial. Rashford! Oh, great save, real class.
Rashford is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Defending of the desperate variety. Rashford, that's a brilliant interception. Rugani drives it forward. Oh, that's a waste. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Whipped in. Tries a shot! McTominay. Manchester United are making a change now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Dybala. Gets the better of his man. And Dybala! It's anyone. He can pounce on that. And that's caused a worry or two.
Paulo Dybala certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Danilo battles to win it back. So that's it. It is all over. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches. Satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end. And it finishes 0-0. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Nemanja Matic. He's a top-class defensive midfielder. He's physically dominant and is excellent at using those long legs to pinch the...
He's had a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Cristiano Ronaldo is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run.
And that's been levered clear. McTominay. Fred goes looking. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And back to base. Ramsey. Done very well to intervene. And here's Dybala. Wan-Bissaka plays it forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
McTominay. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Wan-Bissaka proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. It's come loose. And it's Shaw. He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Chiellini. Now it's Ramsey. And he's cut it out. Fred. Greenwood. Now it's Martial. Wan-Bissaka. Well, if anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Quadrado concedes a free kick for that. Hoists it forward. Dybala. Dybala hurtling down that right flank. Belts one! And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dybala. Fred. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of try. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. There's the start of the second half. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Matuidi. That's a foul, a simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Quadrado. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo plays it out to the wing. And he's going long. Lindelof tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. Chiellini drives it forward. Ramsey. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Dybala gets it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. McTominay. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And here's Dybala.
Paulo Dybala really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cuadrado. Matic. And it's played forward. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Fred. Forward it goes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Bruno Fernandes really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Two changes being made right now. Massive leap! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Bentancur.
Do they stick or twist? Caution or risk? You know, what will they rue more? I think it'd be a cautious mindset they'd regret more for me, so I'd like to see them try and go and win this.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
It's Rashford! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety.